Hello everyone, welcome to the world of digital marketing. So this particular demo would be explaining you why digital marketing is very important these days and is important for each and every individual to understand how it works. So when we come to the digital marketing, the major part of it is the number of users who are connected to internet. That is the one which convinces about the digital marketing power. So this slide only shows the number of people who are connected to internet since on May 2013. So online is very big world and it's even getting bigger. So to just give the stats from internetworldstats.com, one in every four people are online at a particular moment in any day. So guys, let's start with the digital marketing overview. The digital marketing is nothing but the way how the physical marketing used to be done in more traditional ways. These days, the marketing is done in a digital way. So what I mean by digital, whatever medium is present as a digital, like your PCs, tablets, email, applications, and other such social networks. So these are the main digital marketing ways to go about. So if we call in the digital marketing term was first used in 1990s, and in by the time 2010 came up, digital marketing have become very much sophisticated and very effective way to increasing a relationship with your consumer. Digital marketing options. So guys, if you see this slide, there are so many options in digital marketing. Even I think few of them are not covered here because it's a very brief video as of now, and we would be covering few part of it, especially the first four of them, probably the SEO, PPC, and SMM, and I would be covering all those details in a next slide. So guys, this is just a screenshot of a Google search, what you do on everyday basis. How we have split it up is to explain you what exactly the AdWords means, what the PPC means, what the SEO means, and what is the local blend of SEO. So whenever you do a particular search in Google, you get few results on the top. So guys, when you see on the top, it's bit on the grade area. So those are basically the ads which Google actually displays to you. Those are not the organic results. So what we mean by the organic results is the natural results. So the most people who are viewing that particular blog, or they are ranked as the top web content in as per the keywords. So the top one, as you see, is basically the AdWords and the PPC. So you pay Google to show on the top, but Google ensures not to divert the good topics from you. Hence, it already grays out that area which is ad. In the middle section, you will see the organic results, and the below one is basically the local results. So what we mean by local result is if you are checking something for city X, it will show all the results related to the city X or the country X. So this is what we call as a particular analysis between organic, paid, and local. So guys, what we mean by SEO and AdWords. So SEO is nothing but to make your web content better in the particular keyword, and which would be visible to the potential customers. And how does it work? You have to create quality content. You have to get a good keyword linking on the page, good blogging. So earlier Google used to just see how many keywords you have in the blog, but as and when the algorithms are improving, they are also seeing the quality of the content. So what kind of quality? Does people come and visit your page and do not go back to some other page? Are they satisfied with your page or not? That is the way the SEO works. But the strength of the SEO is, in the longer run, you have a good ROI, and you will build a very good trust with the customers, and it's also trackable. But guys, the weakness is it requires time, because if you see, there are lakhs and lakhs of websites which would be having content with a particular keyword, and yours have to be on the top. So that means you have to work very hard on getting the SEO right. On the other hand, AdWords. it's nothing but a kind of a quick win. If you just don't want to waste your time in content and you're not looking for like long term relationships or long term commitment, what you do is you basically pay Google to come on the top, and you start getting the, you start tracking the customers. The strength is it's an instant sales, and it's a short time setup. If you want to do just for a week a particular event thing, and then you want to work that way, AdWords is very well for that. The weakness is, guys, it can be very damn expensive. It depends on the keywords your website is on. Probably, for an example, you are an insurance company and you have a website related to insurance, but guys, there would be lakhs and lakhs of websites who would be, talking about a particular insurance. So to coming on the top, maybe your competitor is paying a particular rupees 20 a per click, on you may have to bid more, 25 per click. So it can be damn expensive for you, but it's up to you, the digital marketer, to analyze whether that AdWord campaign is worth it or not. See, guys, what is the important part of digital marketing? It's the number of users visiting, and then the number of users engaging, and then the number of users getting converted. So basically, how do you track all these parameters? So the one word for that is the Google Analytics. If you see, this is just a screenshot of Google Analytics. What it shows is the number of users visiting to your site, number of page views happened, how many people visited, from which country, and all those kind of analysis can be done through Google Analytics. What is the state of search basically? So guys, next to the email, search is the most popular online activity. Search engine results continue to get better every year. Today Google is known to having more than 1 trillion web pages, and they find 2 billion new ones every day. Good or bad, we are what Google says we are. Social media, guys, so these are few of the places where you must have been working on, like Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. So if you see the number of users connected to these particular social media, you will be surprised like to how much user base you have, and you can track back. So what do we mean by social media? So it's a virtual platform to create, share, or exchange the information and ideas, like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. How does it work? People, they post their opinion, they post their comments, they put the images, they try to network there. Strength is it's free to use, and it's great way to communicate, and great for promoting offers, and it also helps in the SEO. The weakness is it requires a lot of time, guys. See, on Facebook you would be having tons and tons of news feeds coming to you, but you would be only interested in the good ones. So it's part of digital marketing that you make your content the best one, and people do look at your content. Mobile optimized. So you have to be very sure when you are creating any content or you are creating your website, it has to be mobile optimized, because there are much more percentage of users who use mobile for their Facebooks rather than going to the desktop. The strengths guide make easier for client to find you out when they are out or they are searching on their mobiles. Great for looking progressive. Instant call functions, cheaper than an application. Weaknesses, the initial cost could be very high, and it's restricted to the amount of information of the space. So the amount of information which you can show on the website, it cannot be similar to what you can show on the mobile. Guys, the next way, the best way of internet marketing is blogging. So what we mean by blog is a person can write articles about, for example, a particular brand is selling his shoes. So what he can do is he can go to the fashion blogger and ask him to write an article about the kind of shoes available, and there he will just put a particular link for that particular kind of shoes, and that will redirect them to the part of kind of some website where he can have an e-commerce website and he can purchase that Nike shoe. And trust me guys, these brands pay well off to the bloggers, because the most of the traffic coming from the blogging gets converted very easily, because those bloggers have a trust of the customers. So the how does it work is like you have to write a lot of articles, you have to put images, it has to be in a way it engages the customers. The strength is it's great and free way to share the knowledge, great for building brand awareness, easy to set up. The weakness is requires investment. Guys, we are talking about a blog, probably 500 and 1000 words of blog, probably more if you want to. And if you are writing some article which has to excite a particular customer, it has to be really good. Guys, the second one, digital marketing, is the direct mailing. So email is accessible on mobiles, email is accessible on desktops. When people go and do read emails and email articles as well as emails what are sent to them. So how does it work? By using one of the many email newsletter software platforms we have, and you can send the bulk emails. The strength is great personalized contact, some free software available, great for building brand awareness, full trackable, measurable, great for special. When we say trackable and measurable, guys, it is possible to see if you are sending a particular email campaign to 2000 people, how many of them have actually clicked and how many of them probably have clicked into the content of the email. You can even track till that detail. So guys, the tracking is the best way in digital marketing to analyze how the customer is behaving on your blogs. The weakness is, again, because it's related to content, it requires investment. It's not regarded as an instant sales funnel, but it may entice people after probably few engagements, and people might come back to you and purchase that stuff. So after this, guys, we have uh, we have other ways as well of doing the digital marketing. Guys, these are few digital marketing options for the businesses like Facebook page, Pinterest, which we have already discussed. There are some of them as a question and answer sites, email marketing, lead generation services, social media ads, local SEO, and many more. So the basic tactics how the digital marketing activities can be optimized is there are three categories to it. One is the reach, the second is act and convert, and the third one is engage. So when we say reach, so it's basically the number of people visiting to that your blog or your website. That is the reach you have. It could be to the millions or could be to the thousands. Act and convert, it's basically the conversion rate. So probably to your particular blog, there are to the services blog, there are 1000 people coming and visiting, but probably just 5% of them are purchasing your services. So that is called the conversion rate. Engagement, so engagement is very important part of building a trust with the customer. So you start sending emails to the customer about the services, what you have been doing, how have been your testimonials with the client, how they were satisfied with the services and stuff like that. That is called an engage. So here I have just described a few online equivalents of the traditional techniques. I think you guys must be well aware of. So from physical offices we have moved to the websites, direct postal mail to the emails, traditional advertising to online advertising, surveys to web analytics, traditional PR to web PR, word of mouth is into viral. So guys, this is guys this is just an example of how the bloggings are earning these days. So few examples are just shown you to know how huge potential blogging and the digital marketing carries. Guys, now we will be going through a kind of a short demo of Google Trends or AdWords, which will give you a clear picture of what we discussed. So guys, we were talking about the keywords, so I'll be explaining you how to find a competitive keyword or better keyword for your services. So here we go at google.com/adwords. So guys, I have already signed in. If you do not have an account with AdWords, you need to just create a simple sign in with them. So in Google AdWords, this consists of the tools. If you go to the keyword planner, now you just have to tell Google what you want to do. Are you looking for a new keyword group ideas? or do you want to estimate the traffic from the list of the keyword? So let's go from the new keyword and Google idea. Now I go with an keyword. For example, you have a website for offering analytics, data analytics. So I will go with data analytics. Guys, when you are searching for it, you have to be very sure on the targeting you do. So if you are just a local player, so you should target only a particular city, and that you have to actually work it out. So here are other options which you can go ahead with. As of now, I'm just going ahead with getting the ideas for that particular keyword. So guys, this is what you would get. So here you have analytics big. You have a group of 40 keywords. If you see here, it's clearly shown as 40. So it will show you all the 40 keywords which are presently being searched or being run ad through, and this is the average trend of the searches having. So it is growing from August 2013 to 2014 from probably approximately 600 search to 1000 search. So this means that this particular keyword is growing day by day, so it's not a one which is diminishing. Similarly guys, if you do not want to add a particular group of keywords, you can just go to the keyword ideas. You can see what keywords, so these are the keywords, and you can comparatively come to know the average number of searches happening and the suggested bid. So this is just an example of how you look into the keywords for Google AdWords. And when I say Google AdWords, I mean the PPC, the pay per click. So now guys, I will also describe you one more tool called Trend. It's called Google Trends. So from that you will come to know what is the trend of that particular keyword being searched, and it gives you a kind of an year trend. Guys, why we require this is for example, you want to start with a new venture, and you are looking for the value of that particular venture. So you need to see how the number of searches for that particular service or that particular keyword is growing. For example, like digital marketing is a buzzword these days, and if we want to, for example, start with a kind of blogging on digital marketing, let's see how the digital marketing is growing these days. So guys, if you see from 2005, it's way beyond gone high in 2013. So this is a kind of an increasing trend. So this is how guys you can basically see how your keywords would be rising, and if it's a rising star, of course you would be having a better customers and consumers coming to you. So guys, these were the few basic things I wanted to describe in this demo. Thank you very much for attending this demo. Thanks.